Mike and Sally are math teachers at the same high school, if Mike has 6 more years of teaching experience than Sally has, and the two of them have 6 years of teaching experience combined, how many years of teaching experiences do does Sally have? Now, this question is on simultaneous equation, right? It's just a system of linear equation, right? So we're looking at what two two individuals, so Sally and Mark. Now, I am going to indicate Mark as what M and Sally as S in this so in solving this particular question. So for the first one, said um, that if Mike and Mike has 6 more years of teaching experience than Sally. So this is going to be like M for Mike is equal to S for Sally plus what 6. So this is what Mike having what 6 more years than what Sally. So Mike having 6 more years than Sally. So this is going to be what our first equation. This is what equation one to this particular question. Then the other part said the two. The other part of the question said and the two this is and the two of them have 16 years of teaching experience combined. So we're looking at Mike plus Sally equal to I mean Mike plus Sally equal to 16. So this is our equation two. This is our equation two. So solving these equations, because the question said how many years, this is our point, this is our bottom point. This is what we're supposed to look for. Now this is what we're supposed to look for. How many years of teaching experience does Sally have is what we're looking for. So now since from the question we already have that M is equal to what S plus what 6. We're going to replace it here and we have S for Sally plus what 6 years in bracket plus the initial S that is in the combination. So we have 16 here. Now you can see we have X here and we have X here. So X plus X gives us what? 2S plus what? 6 equal to what? 16. That's nice. Now at this stage we just do what we collect like terms. So that this plus 6 crosses to meet 16 there. And we have what? 2x to be equal to what? 16 minus 6. And recall that 16 minus 6 is what? 2x is equal to what? 10. So when you divide both sides by what? 2. Divide both sides by 2. So we then have that, therefore, that Sally's teaching experience is equal to what? 5 years. 5 years. So this is just an idea of what system of linear equation. Let me reduce the screen so that you see completely. This is just an idea of what how is it called, system of linear equation, where you solve simultaneously for two variables. So the variables here are just Mike and Sally. We're looking at what their years of teaching experience. So this is how to go about this particular question in case you have a question like this in your exam. So let's jump right into the next question quickly. Beautiful. Now this question reads that if 6x plus 10 is equal to 24, what is the value of 3x plus 5? I love the question. So nice. So nice. All right. So this question here is looking at the question, you can just quickly guess the answer. All right. Okay. If 6x is already here, what if I say x is equal to what? 1, right? If x is equal to 1, that means I have this plus this is 16, which is not equal to 24. What if I say x is equal to what? 10? 10 times 6 is 60. 60 plus this is 70, which is not equal to. What if I say x is what? 12. 12 times You can just go about solving the question like that also. But for those that actually want to go about, for those that want to really learn how to solve the question guessing, without guessing, so you can just say you have 6x plus 10 equal to 24. Now, we just take 10 to the other side, to the right hand side. So we have 6x is equal to 24 minus what 10. Now, because it's minus here, because it's what positive here. All right. So if you cross it, it becomes what minus. So we have that. So now 6x is equal to what? This is 14. All right. We divide both sides by what? 6. Now divide both sides by 6. This 6 goes, this 6 goes, and this is equal to what? This implies we have x as what? Um, let's find a number to reduce this. 2 goes into 14 gives us what? 7. 2 goes into 6 gives us 3. So we are having 7 over what? 3 as the value of x. But mind you, that the question said we should find this, not exactly the value of x. We should find this. So that is what we are looking at. So let me bring this down a bit. So we're having 3x plus 5 is what we're supposed to look for. So this implies, now instead of writing x, we replace x with what? 7 over 3. So I will write 7 over 3 in bracket, and I'll put this 3 outside. This 3, this is it. And this, instead of writing x, I replace x with 7 over 3 with a plus 5. Beautiful. Now, mind you, this is 3 already, and this is 3. So I can strike this 3 out, and strike this one out. Or you can just say 3 times 7 gives you 21. 21 divided by what? 21 divided by um 21 divided by what? 3 gives you what? 7. Yeah, you can do that, but uh, the easiest way here is just to strike out. So we strike this one out, and we strike this one out, and we're left with what? This implies we're left with what? 7 plus 5. And 7 plus 5 is what? It's 12. So that is our answer. So C is the right option here. So you can see how it goes. So let's quickly move to the next question. Now the next question, also very nice, said what is the value of x that satisfies the equation is this. So here we're looking for the value of x. You can also do a trial and error method by fixing the values individually here, right? Because it's an exam condition, right? Instead of saying that you want to solve, if you don't know if the solution is going to be very long, right? So you can just fix the values there, and guess if the first value here is the answer, or the second value here is the answer, or the third value here is the answer, and likewise the fourth. But I prefer solving directly, to just, because if someone very close to you is doing that try and error method, and you know how to solve very fast, you know how to do your calculations in your head very fast, I guess you would be the first person to get the answer. So 2 times 3 gives us what? 6x plus 2 times 1 gives us what? 2. We have a minus sign here. This minus goes into all the bracket. We have minus multiplied by 9 gives us minus 9. Minus multiplied by minus 2 gives us plus 2x, and it's equal to what? 25. So you can see we have x here, we have x here. So if you put the two of them together, if you add them together, you have what? 8x. And notice something here. Here, we have what? We have this. Now this is what? This is minus 2 minus this gives us what? Minus 7, and is equal to what? 25. Beautiful. So if minus 7 crosses to the other side, it becomes what? 25 plus what? 7, and this is 8x here, and 8x is finally equal to this. If you add this, 25 plus 7 gives us what? 32. Now if you divide both sides by what? 8. Divide both sides by 8, you have 4 as your answer. So this is the right answer. So for those that want to do try and error method, maybe when you try this one, and the next you just try this one, and you get the answer quickly. So it depends on who knows what he's doing and the person is fast about it. There's a typographical error in this particular question, so I'll skip it to the next one. And the final question here is 3x. Yeah, we have 3x plus 2y equal to 13. Equal to 13. And we should, uh, uh, we're asked to find the value of what? Y equal to. Find the value of y equal to minus x plus 7. Nice. Now, this is also a system of linear equation whereby we have x and y as a variable. So what we need to do is what? Rewrite this second equation to look more like um, also that system of linear equation, whereby you have this as the first equation, right hand side minus x at the right hand side goes to the left hand side. So this we rewrite it the way the first one is. So y equal to what? 7. So let's call this what? The second equation, which is equation 2. So all right. Now, since we have that as the second equation, you can also use it directly like this. You can also use this one directly. So let's just use this directly. We have 3x plus 2. Now, instead of writing y here, right, we replace y with this entire value. So we have minus x plus what? 7 close bracket equal to what? 13. All right, so you open this bracket, we have 2 times minus x gives us what? Minus x. So I don't need to write this here. So we have minus what? 2x. And 2 times plus 7 gives us what? Plus 14 equal to what? 13. Okay. So if you subtract these two, we have what? X plus what? 14 equal to what? 13. So if this goes to the other side, we have what? X to be equal to what? 13 minus what? 14. And this is equal to what? 1 minus 1. All right, because 14 is more than what? 13. So now since we have what x as what? Minus 1, that means that means we don't fix it here, right? We fix it here and we get our final answer to the question. So I don't want to take that up. I would just, so let me just draw a line here. All right, to complete the question. So y is now equal to minus x plus what? Minus x plus 7. Y is equal to minus x plus 7. All right, so this is what we have initially. And our x is what? Minus 1 already. So I have this is equal to this minus, look at it. Then x is still minus 1. So I'll write minus 1 in bracket and close the bracket plus what? 7. So minus times minus gives us what? Plus. So this is 1 plus what? 7. So 1 plus 7 is equal to what? 8. So this is the value of y. So the question says that we should find that, and we've gotten it. So thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.